In this first example, we will put the formula right here, adding A1 and A2 equals the value in A1 plus the value in A2, which of course would be 50. And now we will autofill across. We'll look for the green box in the corner, which is right here, and hover over it till we get the black cross. Hold down the left key and drag. These are all relative references. So if I look at this, it's A1 plus A2. As it comes over here, it's B1 plus B2. Over here, it is C1 plus C2. D is D1 plus D2. Let's come back to the formula right here. And let's put a dollar sign in front of the letter A. That means the A will not become a B, C, D, and so on. So it's $A. The 1 does not have an absolute reference in front of it, but we are autofilling across columns. And so the main thing is to have the column value made absolute. So now I will autofill. And you can see the change. It is $A1 plus B2. $A1 plus C2. $A1 plus D2. In this example, we have the formula equals J8 plus K8. And if I were to autofill down, we can see that that is J9 plus K9, J10 plus K10. Let's just make this first value here an absolute reference. So that is the J8 value. So since we don't want the row to turn into a 9 and 10, let's put a dollar sign in front of the 8. So now it's J $8, and that 8 will not become a 9, 10, or anything else. As we autofill down, you can see the numbers changed. So if I were to look at this, you can see that it's J8 plus K9. And here it is J8 plus K10, and so on. If you want to make sure that it is an absolute reference for both columns and rows, be sure to put the dollar sign in front of the J. So now it doesn't matter how you autofill it, whether you autofill it vertically or horizontally, it will be exactly that cell address. In this example, we've got a formula right here, and the absolute value is the number 1 right here, which references this cell right here, AB1. When it is autofilled down, we don't want this to come down accordingly. We want it to stay right here. We want it to stay in row 1. So you see, if AB1 is greater than Y5, which is this value, then we multiply this value times 10%. So notice that AB $1 greater than Y5, then X5 is times 10%. Let's come down here. And this is AB1. It references this cell again because it's an absolute reference. And then you have Y6 because everything else went down 1. And now it's Y7 and X7, but it's still AB1 because we have an absolute row reference with this value right here. And since the column doesn't change, we didn't have to make that an absolute reference. Only the rows had to be made an absolute reference. In conclusion, if I want to cell A1 to be an absolute reference in a formula, I would write it as $A, $1. And then it wouldn't matter if I wanted to autofill horizontally or vertically, it would still be an absolute reference. Thank you.